what are you doing? On the 31st of August, they released some new patch notes, which is yesterday for me at the moment as I'm recording this, and I am confused and a bit sad, disappointed, and most of all just very confused as to why they made the changes that they made or trying to make or whatever. I guess they can still go back on that. Everyone keeps saying, oh, it's an alpha game, they can do whatever they want, they can take stuff out and then put it back in again and then stuff like that. But so the biggest change they announced in their official patch notes is classes have been removed from the game. So Realm Royale, let me just pull up the Steam description right here real quick. Be the last champion standing in the Realm Royale. Choose a class. I don't know. It feels like very strange that they would remove the one thing that made this game special and different compared to all the other Battle Royale games that are out there. Of course, you still have the chickens, but really, what do the chickens do? Not really anything. You get to live a few seconds longer. Unless you're in a party. Unless you're in duos or squads. But I'm mostly just playing solos, so this is more like a solo perspective. From a solo perspective, chickens don't really do anything. Maybe feel like you can escape. Maybe. But the biggest thing that made me enjoy this game so much is classes. And I did want to try this on the PTS or PTR, whatever you want to call it. But apparently this is also a thing since June now, that some people just have trouble getting onto PTR, and I was one of those people. So you'll still see me running around as mage in the beginning, and there's some hunters there. But yeah, they're removing classes. I saw this on Reddit and I just thought it was a joke. I thought someone was trolling. Haha, trolled, clever, nice troll, bro. But they're serious. They're actually serious with this. I'm really confused why they would do that. Again, I'm just most of all confused. And also disappointed. A month ago, I really enjoyed this game, and now I just feel like the most enjoyable thing about this game right now is just looking at the environment, because that's perfect. The art in this game is amazing, but other than that, I don't know. I mean, maybe the patch will be good. Maybe it will be decent, but still they removed the special thing about this game that I really loved about it. The only thing that was a problem in this game for me before this patch was that the weapons were so unbalanced. For me, they should have just balanced the weapons and that's it. That's pretty much all the changes that I would have made. Maybe some more class abilities. Maybe don't just give the sniper weapon to one class. Balance the classes a little bit, and that's it. That's all I wanted from this game. But then they take classes out? What? Classes weren't your problem. High Res, Realm Royale, the class system wasn't the problem. The balancing was. Is this just because they giving up on balancing the classes after they tried pretty much nothing? What? Why would they do that? I just don't understand it. I hope they're gonna go back on that somehow. Maybe they have some plans in the works to put them back in after they focus on balancing everything else first. I don't know. I was still hoping that was a bad troll, but yeah, they're removing classes. It still hasn't sunk in quite yet. The next thing in the patch notes, just quickly, are runes. There is a rune system that has been added, which actually sounds pretty good. So runes basically just seem like buffs, so you can get movement speed, reload speed, weapon damage, mount speed, chicken health. There's a bunch of other stuff, but that's just stuff that I randomly picked out. That actually sounds pretty cool, but still, why did they have to remove classes to put that in? They could have just put that in anyway. I don't understand it. So obviously they're making the legendary class weapons available to everyone with some restrictions on combinations. About the abilities, you are getting 2 ability slots, basic abilities and movements abilities. That's fine. That's great. They could have still left the classes in to do that. I'm just very confused. That's the only thing I can say. I'm so confused. Why remove the only special thing that made you so different from other battle royales? Why? Who did this? Who do I have to hunt with pitchforks? I don't get it. Right, the other change that I saw that seemed interesting to me is that each game, 50% of the forges will be randomly deactivated. I'm also kind of confused about that one. I don't know what the thought process behind that one was either. Are there too many forges in the game? I thought the forge system was fine. Maybe for some people it wasn't. I don't know. But it seems to make the game harder, which I feel like would have been a cool idea if they put in like a really competitive mode and then just made 50% of the forges randomly deactivate in that mode. But for like casuals, I feel like all forges were fine. It was, as a very bad noob player, it was hard enough to get items to craft in 100% activated forges, because there would always be someone coming in trying to steal your stuff. So I don't know why they did that, but sure, it's nothing outrageous, I guess. There has been a graveyard added, which I think is cool that they add stuff to the map. But did they really have to take classes out to add a graveyard? Is this where all the classes will be now? Will there be statues of a mage, a hunter, an engineer, and a warrior? I feel like I forgot something. Assassin? Will there be statues of all of them? And we can mourn our loss of them? Maybe that's why they put a graveyard in. Yeah, that was basically the patch notes. There's some other stuff in there that I didn't think was too interesting for me. There's some bug fixes, which that's great that they're fixing bugs, I guess, but yeah, should I say it again? Did they really have to take classes out to do this? I don't know, it's so upsetting. This game had so much potential. I really enjoyed this game when I first started playing it, and then every patch they kind of, I don't want to say ruined it, but they kind of ruined it more and more every patch. So I'm very sad about it, but I guess technically it's still alpha. So I'm not giving up hope on this game yet, but really taking classes out has made me lose some of my faith that I still had in this game. Like I said, I just wanted them to balance the weapons and everything would have been fine. But high res plus. It's not April. What are you doing? Really? This is not a good joke. Not at all.